The spring season of anime is coming to a close.
Sad.
Hey guys, what's up?
Welcome back to Weekday Wanna. See if you want to make a gif of that.
Raise the roof.
Or that.
I'm offended.
You jumped, you're like, oh god.
Hey guys, welcome to Weekday One Up. First things first, hope you're having a great Tuesday. If you're watching this the day it came out. Second things second, we're going to be at Anime Midwest at the end of this week. Just a couple more days left.
Midwest.
We're getting there on Thursday. Probably a little later on Thursday than what I want. We're leaving around 1:30.
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why are we leaving so late?
Drew's got to work.
Drew.
He took a half day.
Why?
Right? He said, and then he told me, he was like, I don't even want to leave early. He was like, I might have other plans that day. And I was like, no, you won't. We're leaving. And he was like, why do we need to get there early on Thursday? And I was like, because it's nice. It's relaxing. He always tells us that he wants to just sit in the hotel and relax. This is his chance to do that. Guys, if you've got a friend that doesn't make sense, let us know in the comments.
Drew is the epitome of you don't... At least when Nate says dumb things that we make fun of him for, at least sometimes he makes sense.
Drew makes sense, I guess. Like, he needs the hours for work.
Fair enough.
That makes sense. But, like...
But the whole, like, maybe I have plans that day?
I told him, no, you don't. That's what I said. I said, no, you don't have plans. We're going to the con. Okay, but anyway, we're going to be at Anime Midwest, and we're having a Kigu party.
Kigurumi party on the basement floor.
If you don't know what that means, a Kigurumi is like a onesie animal outfit.
Should wear yours.
It's alright. You don't have to wear it. Like, it's not required. It's just...
It's not like we're going to be like, Kigu, go get the Kigu.
It's honestly just more fun to have one on, and this is a good time. Like, we can all hang out. It's much more relaxing. Having a Kigu on really opens you up a lot, I think.
It's like wearing like a kilt or something. It's
and
just
we'll
free.
all be in Kigu, so... And that's downstairs in the basement to the left at 9 p.m. on Saturday. It's right after the masquerade, not right before, it's a couple hours before the rave.
Mine's not technically a Kigu, really, though. Close enough.
You'll be alright. You'll probably buy one while we're there anyway.
We'll see.
And we're also having a panel Sunday morning at 10 a.m. It's called Meet the Convention Reviews Crew, but don't worry, we're both part of the Convention Reviews Crew.
Hey, I know. I have an idea. Fans, help me out. I've been debating back and forth on which, whenever I get a Kigu, like a real one, which one I should get. So help me out here. Should I get, and I'm completely serious, I want either the Fox one, for the first one. You know, I'll probably get both eventually, but for the first one, should I get the Fox one? If you haven't looked it up, look it up. Or should I get the blue Pegacorn?
Oh. Let us know in the comments below. And without further ado, we're going to get to what this episode's all about. The spring 2015 season of anime.
Anime!
It's coming to an end. And we need to talk about it. What we've decided is to do one episode per season.
Per season!
Mostly around the end of the season to talk about them. And talk about what we thought about the season. And if you want to hear much, much more in detail about anime and things going on during the season, we talk pretty much just about the seasonals.
Over on our podcast, Nakamacast.
You can find it there's a link in the description for the YouTube version of it, which is the best version to go for. But if you do want to, it is also available on all podcast services.
Say you want to listen to it at work. Really? I really think you should do that anyway, because if you wanted to go back and listen to it from the beginning, you could, but it's going to be very... other than like a handful of episodes, it's gonna be very just you're gonna be like dated. It's gonna be very dated. Like, you go back. I
really don't think that matters. You keep talking about that, but no, people don't just watch anime with the seasonals.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, when we were listening to Pataku, I went back to the very beginning and I was perfectly fine with them.
I guess that's true.
Like, I don't know. I feel like you kind of put your head back into that show. Like, maybe they're done with Tokyo Ghoul, but you're going to put your head back into it when we're talking about it and be like, oh, that's what they were thinking, Yeah, I think it's all fine. Just go listen to them.
That's just how I think. It's like going back and listening to like Beyond 200.
I think it's different. I think anime and video games are different, honestly, when it comes to this. But that's just me personally.
I think. Agree to disagree.
Anyway,
You keep looking at the time.
no, it was doing a weird thing.
Oh.
So we're talking about last season, the spring season.
This past season.
What did you think? What were the standout shows for you?
So, well, the ones that I stuck with hardcore.
No.
Shut up. Seraph of the End stuck out. I just finished that one.
Seraph of the End, great show.
Oh, so good.
We're going to go through this without spoiling.
Yes.
But let's just say Seraph of the End is great. The direction they ended up going with it near those last 2 episodes.
Episode 11.
Totally unexpected, man.
That was so epic.
Seraph of the End is over of season 1. Season 2 is already announced for the fall of this year.
Yes.
So if you...
I think it's got an OVA coming out, doesn't it? Was it on the list of OVAs?
Might have been. I don't remember. But October, we're getting the next season. And you guys should, if you've not watched Seraph of the End, highly recommended.
Definitely.
One of the top shows of this season for sure.
I was also a big fan of Arslan.
Arslan Senkai, or Senki? Senkai.
I've been saying Senkai.
That's Senki, because I remember you were saying it wrong. Arslan Senki, it's another just great show. It reminds me a lot of Maggie. If you've watched Maggie, it's not Maggie. It's different. But like the war-based aspects of it are really similar to me, and the characters are kind of similar to me in a way. There's no Aladdin character, but the rest of them are really similar to other characters. So if you like Maggie, I think you would probably like Arslan, or if you just like war anime in general. But that's a great show. Some great characters. Are you caught up?
No. Plastic Memories was one I watched.
Plastic Memories, I think, was the one that came out. I remember, like, the week it came out. Suddenly my news feed blew up, and people were like, "Oh my god, how could you do this to me?"
Yeah, the first episode almost had me in tears.
Yeah, it was...
I'm actually falling behind. I need to catch up on it. I think the standout show of this season is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
Yeah, Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon?
Or Don Machi, that's what we call it because it's more convenient.
Yeah, Don Machi, or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, which is the official title, is... if you've not watched it, watch
that
it.
was the surprise of the season. Well, I'll take that back. Show by Rock. Well, we'll get to that.
I don't know about that. I think Don Machi was the surprise. Because everyone saw it. This is what I saw everybody on my newsfeed talking about. Everyone being like, I pretty much ignored this show and was like, I'm not going to watch this. It looks dumb. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? That's a dumb name, first of all. And like the PV for it made it just look like pretty much a straight ecchi.
Yeah.
Not there's anything wrong with that, but that's normally not your standout show.
The ecchi is very, very...
It's hardly there.
Yeah.
Which is totally different.
And they don't ever... It's not even... I don't even if it's a genre, I don't even consider it an ecchi.
No.
I can't. I mean, the girls are very well gifted, but they don't draw attention to it.
They do a little. Not really.
The only time they do is when Hestia, shout out to my girl, is with the other goddesses.
Are you caught up? Did you finish it?
Not yet.
Okay.
But that is for me, that and Seraph are the standouts for me.
That
Don
Machi, or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Great show. Highly recommended for anybody. Go watch it. Especially if you like Sword Art Online.
Oh, it's got such a Sword Art Online feel.
It's basically a better Sword Art Online. Pretty much. I mean,
shots fired.
They're not in a game, but it...
Are they, though?
I don't know. I haven't watched the last episode yet. I'm on the last episode. I'll probably watch it today.
Let's see. Show by Rock is so good.
That was a surprise for me.
That one...
Because the PVs made it not look anything like what it was going to be.
Like, we saw him, we were like, this looks cool, I'll watch it. And then we watched it in that first episode. We were all, other than Drew, he hadn't even watched it.
No, he keeps making fun of us for it.
Yeah,
and Chris, too.
Chris?
Chris finally watched Seraph, though.
Yeah, what did he think?
He loved it.
Was he hating on Seraph?
And he's getting Arslan, too.
Was he hating on Seraph?
He just hadn't watched him. He didn't know what to watch this season. I was like, listen to the cast.
Listen to the podcast. We'll tell you. Yeah, Show by Rock was definitely... There was another show that Nate got really into. I fell off, called Punchline.
Dude, he told me yesterday that Punchline ended great. He said around episode 4 or 5, they flip the entire show, and it becomes, like, he said it's one of the top shows of the season.
Really?
Yeah, and so I actually kind of want to marathon through it. It's only 13 episodes,
I
or
might
12.
then.
Yeah, like, get through those first, like, 3 or 4 episodes, and then just, like, marathon through it.
I might then. I did watch one. This wasn't ecchi for sure. Called Tri-Age X. I watched the first episode. And honestly, I liked where the plot was going. But there was too much plot, if you know what I mean. Like, I mean, you know me, I don't really mind ecchi, not in a pervy way, just I don't really care. But I mean, it was just like, there was a woman in it who was just chilling, and they were like this big.
That's life. You ever been to Japan?
Yeah. No, I haven't. I want to. Maybe.
Atoma. Another great show.
Bro, we should go to Japan and do a weekday one up there.
I would love to do that, you guys. But anyway, Atoma, another great show this season. It's all about the Chinese zodiac, and
That's one I want to watch. I just haven't.
I don't know why you didn't watch it. It's really good.
I think I just forgot about it.
I think that's what happened. Another show that I need to catch up on, which is going to go into next season, that literally nobody else is watching, is Kyokai no Rine. Which I really like that show. I just like the style of it. It's very classic anime, and it's so much about like ghosts and stuff, which I really enjoy. So I fell in love with that show.
It's not that we're not watching. I'm just not caught up on it. I fell off for a minute. I remember the first episode you texted me freaking out.
I thought it was great.
The first episode...
I realized I need to stop freaking out to you, because if I overhype something for him, he's not going to like it.
Well, it's the same with you and Drew.
Yeah, I know.
But, yeah, it's not that I didn't like it at all. It was actually a good episode, but you were... And I'm not saying that either. You were talking in that first thing that was going to be the standout show of the season.
No, we're talking about different shows.
What am I... Oh, Kyokai no Rine. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kyokai no Rine.
I'm thinking of...
Kekai Sensei, which is what I was going to get to next.
Yeah, which is really good. Like, I do like it.
Kekai Sensei, yeah, that's another one that... I have one episode left. It's not out yet, actually.
Yeah.
It might be by the time this episode's out. I'm not sure. But it's not out yet. There's one episode left to finish off the show, and it took a twist, and it's like Punchline, like what he was saying. Around episode 4 or 5, it just like flips the script, and like they throw in the actual plot, and then it's like, oh, this is really good.
So the first few episodes is just character development.
I think the first few episodes are character development and world building, because we're in such like a
That-
weird world that
I'll admit, as far as creativity goes, I think
It's
Kekai
that show.
Sensen is the most creative show / manga
of the season.
because it's like a portal. This isn't spoilers. Like a portal opens and aliens from another
the first
dimension.
fall.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
aliens from another dimension just pour out into New York, and then like,
But then they just like live in harmony.
yeah, like no, they don't invade. They just kind of converge, and then like
And Jerusalem's lot.
Yeah, they say like the first episode within 3 years it was just normal.
Yeah, it's just normal living there.
Yeah.
There actually is a sector that's only humans that you find out about later. But yeah, that's pretty much. I think that's everything that we watched this
Speaking
season.
of, if that actually ever happened in the world, it would not take 3 years for that to just be normal.
You don't think so? Well, I think it was normal before 3 years. When we were watching it, it had been 3 years.
Yeah,
But I think it was normal before. Like I'm saying that when
I think it'd take way longer. What's going on right now when people are still?
Yeah, I know. But the other thing, it was only one sector of. It was only New York City. People who didn't want to be there probably left or went to the human only sector.
True.
So like it wasn't like the whole world was being taken, and it's not like the humans could win either. It was too much. Like as you get further into the show, you'll realize it's too much. Like you just have to accept it.
So with that, what was your standout show for the season? Did you watch Punchline? Did you watch Plastic Memories? What about Don Machi? Did you like that?
Serif, Kekai. Is anyone else out there watching Kyokai no Rine?
I started it.
Anybody?
I didn't hate it. I just
It gives me a first 26 episodes of Bleach feel. A lot.
That's because the main character looks like Ichigo.
No, that's not why. It's because like hunting like spirits and apparitions and stuff, and it's not like all crazy. We turned it into a Dragon Ball fighting type anime, which is okay. Bleach is great. I'm just saying like I like the whole spirit side of
I got
it.
you.
I really and the animation's classic, which I like. Art animation.
Cool. So anyway, with that, it's time to move on to the question of the day.
There's a bug on my screen.
Get it off. All right, what's today's question? Who's it from?
Forever Fizz AMV.
Hey, buddy.
Don't think they've ever asked a question before.
I like that name.
What made you want to make Weekday 1-Up?
Well,
Deep.
man, that's like a whole episode in and of itself.
Should we have done that? Well, it's too late.
Yeah, too late now. Maybe we'll do that another episode for season 3 or something.
I don't know if it would last for a whole episode, actually. Basically, pretty much, we like Good Mythical Morning. It all kind of is going to go back to that. We love GMM, Rhett and Link. Makes me sad that there's none on the weekends, but we don't have any on the weekends either. And now that we do this, I totally understand why there's not. You have to have time to rest.
Yeah.
But Good Mythical Morning is awesome, and we honestly, for me, I just always wanted to do a Good Mythical Morning type show. And like not
Just a
even
daily
nerd
show.
related. Yeah. I just wanted to do something. I pretty much wanted to copy exactly what they're doing. I hate
Right.
to say that, but because I just loved it. Like I thought it was awesome.
The reason we actually came out and did it is because Rhett and Link themselves came out and said, if you want to do a show like this, go ahead.
Yeah, they're like, feel free. And because originally we were like, well, we'll be copying them. And then we were still, even after they said that, we were still a little like, well, we can't just do exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, so we were like, but thing is, there's another show called The Hey Hey Show.
That came out after us.
Yeah, but it's basically just Rhett and Link with girls.
Pretty much anybody that does a Rhett and Link style show is all kind of the same stuff.
You know,
we were like, what's different? Nerdy stuff. Like, what do we know?
Yeah.
Nerd stuff.
Yeah, we don't know sports. We don't know facts. Well,
And there's
we do, but
there's tons of channels, thousands of channels out there that you could look for that talk about nerdy stuff like we do. But I really do think we're maybe not the only one. Maybe we just don't know of others, but we're one of the few channels that sit down in a relaxed environment. Like, we're off script. There's no script for any of this stuff. Just talking about a nerdy topic each day. Like, I really don't think anyone else does that.
I don't think they do either. I haven't heard of any, but yeah, that we didn't come in this, and we also didn't come in this expecting to get a ton of fans.
We expected that it may die out.
Yeah.
We thought there may only be one season. It was all a test.
Yeah.
And we didn't know what was going to happen.
Here we are, over halfway through season 2.
Yeah, it caught on a lot quicker than I expected. Like, we're probably going to be at over 1,000K in a couple months for sure.
I'd say I'm going to give it 2 months.
Yeah, I mean,
If
the
that.
show caught on a lot quicker than what we expected, so we were like, well, we got to keep going. And then we realized, like, trying to give you a peek behind that we don't really have, we didn't really prepare enough for stuff to talk about. Like, because I don't know, maybe we just didn't think we'd still be going. I always hoped we would.
So that's why we were always just like, tell us what to talk about.
And
That's
actually,
why-
again, tell us what to talk about.
Yeah,
We need
we're
more
running out.
topics.
We're running out. We're good for this week. We had a few ideas of our own because we were original this week, but normally we like to take insight from we're spoiled by our fans.
Yeah,
What it is.
we really do need more questions for the question block, and we need more topics to talk about on the show. And so please let us know in the comments below.
And I get snaps and stuff from people that tell us that we're their favorite, or comments that we're their favorite, and and we've gotten messages saying, hey, you guys make me feel good. I'm going through a lot. I don't know.
It's really cool. honestly.
That's just
It's a great feeling to know that like we're there every day for people like to watch who enjoy this like
other than last week.
Yeah, other than last week. But who like enjoy our stuff and like connect with, because nerd culture, while it's gotten huge, it's still kind of
That's
a
part
niche
of
part of society.
That's one of the reasons why we're trying really hard with this show, is because we want to bring it sort of into the mainstream. Like,
Well, not just that. I think we also want to be there as entertainment for the people who are entertained by this type of stuff and not what is mainstream. So I don't know. I
And
think
we
it's
talk
really
about
cool.
everything. We talk about video games, superheroes, comics.
Well, in the beginning, it wasn't.
Movies.
It wasn't gonna just be nerd stuff. There was gonna be every Wednesday was non-nerdy stuff.
It was
if you go back, we do that for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, and then we're like, you can't do this anymore.
Yeah, those episodes just weren't interesting.
We did an episode of. You had an episode written down. Favorite lunch meat.
It's still written down in case we ever have to fall back. I've got plans for that one, bro. We're gonna have things laid out.
We did an episode about how I won free shoes for a year last year. I'm not going to talk about that. If you want to hear about that, go watch the episode.
Kind of a boring episode, though it was interesting. But it's not like what we do now. And also, for me, I didn't think it was ever gonna. I'm not gonna say I didn't think it was ever gonna last. I was unsure because I'm already 100% committed to and running the convention reviews channel.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my baby. Like when I look at YouTube, that's what I think of is the convention review channel. That's what I put so much effort into. And I was like, can I do that for another channel? And I have found difficulties having to do both channels, but I think it's awesome. I'm glad that I kept going with it, and now we keep going with it.
Mm-hmm.
So.
The way you feel about...
And now we have a third channel.
Yeah.
The Comic Cast also.
The way you feel about a convention reviews, even though you do primarily all the work, I feel about this show is sort of my baby, I feel.
You mean even though I do most of the work for this show?
Yeah. Like, just because this is like, when I tell people, I say, I say our show, but meaning that it's mine too.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know.
Yeah, well, this is where you sort of came out of the background. Convention reviews, you're a background character. Mm-hmm. You're a main character. I shouldn't say you're a background character. You're a main character in convention reviews. Because actually, if you guys don't know, I look at the vlogs as like a special like nerd culture sitcom at a con. It's kind of how I look at it. So like our group are the main characters of the show. Mm-hmm. So you are a main character of the show, but you're not the main character. On here, we're co-main characters. So I totally see why you look at it like that.
But yeah. So,
we got to wrap it up, though. We could probably have talked about this all day.
I'm telling you.
Good question. Good question. Follow us.
Yeah.
Right here. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. Sorry I'm speeding up a little bit. We're probably good, though. So, yeah, go follow us on all that stuff. We do reply to fans. Mm-hmm. We love to talk back to you guys and hear your perspective on things, and it's awesome.
Mm-hmm. And you know what you should do when you share this video? If you share it, you don't gotta. Or if you post about us on Twitter or Instagram or screenshots, whatever you want to do involving us on the social media, always use this hashtag WD1UP.
That way we can find it.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty nice.
Yep. And you know what you should do? You know what they should do?
Stay nerdy!
That's what you ought to do.
What? Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to watch yesterday's video, click right here in the center of the screen.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And read the description to find our other channels, plus our Twitch and more.
Nice, bro.
You should keep that in.